Welcome back to Behind the Mountain. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different with one of our Team Shoei riders. Now known as Morecambe's fastest barber, also known as a 23-time TT winner, none other than John McGuinness.
Got a bit of arm pump.
John, life after racing?
Not quite. It's a bit scary actually.
6th place in the first superbike race. How do you feel?
Yeah, good. I think it was sort of an honest result. I think that's where we were. To be fair, I would have loved the podium, but I needed to go a bit faster, and I just didn't. I didn't have the outright pace of them top 3 guys, but I really enjoyed the race, you know, bombing around with Hillier and Coward, and you know, hats off to Jamie. He's stepped it up a little bit and he's come to the party. So just yeah, I didn't 226 miles, didn't make any mistakes. Had some couple of good pit stops and
fastest pit stop of the race, I think the Honda boys done.
Yeah, I think the first one was real quick. The Honda's pretty good on fuel, so we worked really hard on that. So it's nice to gain a few seconds back on in the pits, and to be honest, I actually had a real good go on lap 5. I thought I'd try and break him because I was out in front of, well, no, sorry, lap 3. I was out in front of Jamie quite a bit, and James Hillier, and I thought, you know, we'll try and break him again, but I think I just couldn't.
Talking about breaking people, Michael Dunlop went past you, I think, in around the Craig in lap 1.
Yeah, I mean,
is there any? Can you hang into Michael at all? Can you learn? Can you see what he's doing?
He's just in a real sweet spot at the minute. Not only
does it remind you of a younger version of you?
Yeah, I had a bit of a cheeky smile on my face. I thought, I know what that feels like, and you know, really strong from the start, threw the gauntlet down, and I saw the helicopter, and I thought, well, I don't think I'm leading the race. It's a bit soul destroying at times because I actually thought that I was probably going a little bit better than I was, but you know, it wasn't to be. So, but I couldn't get in his way.
You're going to have to go to Turkey after this to get this fixed.
It's not as
John,
easy as it looks, but
23 TT wins, 47 podiums, I think.
Yeah.
How do you prepare? Do you still need to prepare? Or do you know this place like the back of your hand?
Well, you know, there's a few changes on the track. There was a little bit of resurfacing. There's always a few little curved balls, but I mean, I know it's left and I know it's right, and one thing another. But I tell you, the sun this year was really bad. I don't know whether it was. I'm ambidextrous using both hands here, left and right. I didn't know whether.
Valentino Rossi's ambidextrous.
Well, he sent me a message saying well done yesterday, so that was quite cool. So yeah, you know yourself, you've done it before, you do a lot of preparation yourself, but yeah, just working with the team, you know, riding the bikes, getting a bit of bike fitness back. And last year I wasn't as fit, you know, I just probably wasn't as in a good.
Just need a wee plaster here for this bit. Have we got any plasters?
How do you do the beardy bit?
So what we'll do now is if you spin it around this way, you can literally go down on that.
Last year, all about your 100 start. This year, obviously we're on, I think, 105 starts now. No extra hype. How does it compare?
To be honest, it's better. Last year, like I say, gold leathers, number 1, 100 start, 50-year-old, MBE, new teeth. You know, there was a lot going on last year, and I did get a little bit.
Teammate nipping at your heels.
Teammate went faster than me as a newcomer with orange jacket on, which is not meant to happen. So, you know, it definitely.
Finish it down there.
Do it that way.
A little bit careful.
You know, yeah, a little bit, just better prepared this year. Happy with the team, and you know, it took me a little bit of a while to understand the fly-by-wire job. You know, I mean, a lot of years with throttle cables and one thing and another, and the way these bikes operate, and you know, a bit of a test band last year, wasn't there? We didn't get as much riding and a bit more.
About 75% of your TT success has been on Honda, in and around that. Has there been many success with other brands?
Yeah,
any standout moments?
Well, we won 4 or 5 TTs on Yamahas, and that was probably the start of 2004. I had the belief I could actually win superbike races, if that makes sense. You know, I'd ridden smaller bikes, I'd ridden 500s.
You knew you were ready?
Yeah, and I had a guy called Jim Moody who's won 8 TTs with me. He's won 8 TTs, and he said to me, just get on with it, you know, it's time for you to go now. So I just got into that mindset really, and 2004 on the Yamaha, 2005 I did the double on the Yamaha. You know, I won races on a little single cylinder bike. So yeah, but like I said, I rode Ducatis here 2003, rode the Triumphs here in 2003, so yeah, just been part of the journey really. But I mean, most of my success has been with Hondas. We won 7 Superbike TTs, 7 seniors, so
it's been a remarkable journey with them.
Yeah, as big bikes, I always loved the big bikes, you know. They're always the ones, they're the kudos, they're the ones that get your attention, they're the hardest ones, and the scariest ones, but they're the most satisfying as well. So
going back to 96, just to pull you back, from 96 to where we are now, 2023, is there any challenges you face now that you didn't face back in 96, other than obviously the obvious challenge right in front of us right now? He certainly would have stood out in 96. Maybe would have fitted in better, I don't know.
I think 96 you had to fend for yourself a little bit more, you know. You didn't have the videos, you didn't, the YouTubes, you didn't have the rider liaison like Johnny Barton and Paul Phillips to invite you across, give you a car, take you around and milk you and that. So it was, when I first got here in 96, I went round on a coach with a lot of other newcomers. Philip McCallum was at the helm at the front, and nobody could understand the word he said. Everything was flat out. This is flat out. I was sat at the back of the bus bobbing up and down like a school kid, thinking, oh my God. And it was 5:15 in the morning, my first lap, Monday morning, 5:15, lining up on the grid. You know, and there was a guy with a chalkboard, you know, mist and damp patches, just like was going. But I had done the preparation because I'd read the books, I'd listened to the riders, I'd chatted to the guys, where now it's, you know, we don't ride in the rain, we're not, obviously they listen to the riders, and so, yeah. I mean,
1 second, you standing like that, I'll spin you.
You're going to have to go to the front, John, for you can't see the back.
Yeah, but you do it off that, don't you?
I do.
What do you reckon?
Perfect, man.
Yeah? And then you don't do it. Yeah. Probably do you need to tune it up a bit? Do you need to fix it a bit? It looks alright, eh? Piece of
bang on.
Piece of this job, isn't it?
Give your man a tip.
Right, mate.
So we're going to go up to here.
Let's do a little bit.
How do you feel as an air dryer?
Yeah. Sorry?
How do you feel as an air cutter?
I feel a bit weird. Yeah, it's a bit. Okay.
He wants to keep this.
Oh, you wanted to nuke the top off first, yeah?
Just 1.5.
Keep your job, please.
Just go up 2.
Oh, so I've got like a semi-Mohican thingy.
Yeah. Just go all the way around and then you can
So you got a semi?
Semi? Not a semi.
just go all the way around and carry on.
He's a good-looking guy. I don't want to wreck his, you know. Let me know, shagging, if you make a mess of this one.
You were about 1 minute ago. Obviously, Isle of Man's all about racing for you.
Yeah.
Special place. I know you love this place. But what else when you do get that time off, where do you go here? Where do you visit? What do you like to do when you have that maybe odd day off?
There's just like a beach, or I've got some other mates out at Cape Michael who a little campsite there. There's like my best mate really, and they pit board me. So just try and switch off for now. I don't want to see or hear a motorbike for a couple of hours. It is pretty rare that we get some time, but I'm not bothered. I just get on with the program, and we've got all sorts of other bits on the case. But it's just my missus. Well, I'm not going to blame her, but she definitely wants me to get out of the paddock for a couple of hours. Sometimes difficult, and sometimes I have to. She's like, "Oh, you're rubbish mazy today," and my daughter, and I'm like, "Oh." So it's a real balancing act. But an ice cream or something, bag of chips somewhere, or peel, or just try and switch off for an hour or two. But yeah. I mean, the program this year is mad, isn't it? We've just been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
During the Supersport race, did you take out as an opportunity to go out and watch?
Yeah, I went on to Bray Hill with to watch there in Ross's garden, and I never ever get bored of it. It was an exciting race for a bit, and Michael just served it into him at the start, didn't he? And fair play to him. So no, it's good to see. I mean, to listen to the bikes coming down Bray Hill, it was like my hair's on the back of me. I'm just stood up. The things are just like howling down there.
You're about to do that next day on a superbike, and the 600's blowing your mind.
You think to yourself, how are these engines putting up with it? All those little parts going round and round and round so fast. It's just like bonkers, really. It's a testament to the engine builders and the people that do it. But no, it was good. Down there they had the barbecue on, and she raises a few quid for some charities down there. So it's good. I'll get out there and watch the other. We had a lap before, so jumped off the bike, got changed. Let's go down to Ross's, because I'm still off the track. I'm still a fan.
On the outs, that's the one at the outside of St Ninians. Bikes are heading.
No, you go. It's on Argo's Leap. So,
right. Okay.
So you get to see. There's been some big hitters down there. Some big celebrities down there. So she's lovely. But,
what about post TT when you go back home? What's on your agenda? Like, do you find it hard? Is there a come down? Is it a bit flat?
Yeah, it's a bit flat. It takes a week or two to get over it, and thankfully I don't have to go to Knockhill and carry on and straight away. But I've done it before, we're doing BSB, we're straight back to the grind. But I'm not quite looking forward to, like you touched base on the house before. I just like to. We've got a bit of land, and I'm a bit weird now. I never used to be interested in anything, but I like watching a bit of bird watching, would you believe, and just cruising around. Yeah, I do. And I can't, I'll be looking forward to cutting my grass. I'm a bit weird. It might be a boy thing now, but cutting grass on the big mower is.
Talking about your house, and it's impressive as it is. Your museum, your bike collection, as such. What's your latest additions?
Do you know what? At Donington, I bought my Hawk Kawasaki back, my 2004 Hawk Kawasaki, which is, part of my racing journey that it's forgotten about. It's always been like Hondas and
Yamaha,
a bit with Yamaha, and then a bit of World Super Sport, a bit of World Endurance and things. But in 2004, after the TT, it's funny, I had nothing in 04, I had no deal. I had a handshake with Yamaha to do the TT, and after that I was screwed, Then I did the treble at the TT, and it just put me back into the limelight a bit. And then Glenn Richards unfortunately got injured from Hawk Kawasaki, and the door opened there for me. Jumped on the bike, got on the podium at Brands Hatch, and with John Reynolds and Sean Emmett, and then I got to ride the bike to the end of the year. But I always wanted that bike back.
Sounds very comparable to Peter Hickman's sort of story. So,
yeah.
you had your success, and that opened the door. You were back in British Championship.
Yeah.
Peter Hickman's British Championship career had kind of stalled. He came here. He ignited a road racing career, and it picked his pretty. It's not uncommon.
That was my lever for years. I could do the TT. I was strong at TT, so I'd leave it a super stock ride out of it. Maybe farmed out through Padgett's or whatever team. So yeah, it's always nice to have that little successful TT feather in your cap, you can just command a little bit then. So
Helps when the
yeah, it
contract
does.
negotiations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, I've got my old 4 Cowie back. I'm dead proud of it. My missus is like, "What do you want that thing back for?" But for me, I remember riding it and being, you know, I wasn't bad on it. You know, it's weird. I went around Old Park faster on that in 2004. Did on my Superstock bike the other week. You know, there's Kageyama, John Reynolds, all these guys, and some good pedallers. You know.
Top riders,
Yeah,
world
they were
class
good riders.
yeah.
I mean, they're good riders now, but you know, there probably wasn't the depth of field then. But it was, yeah. And I rode it at the Ulster Grand Prix, finished second to Bruce Hanson at the Ulster Grand Prix. I rode it at Darley-Moor, rode it at Scarborough. You know, just what we did in them days. You just rode everywhere.
Turned up everywhere in the back of the van.
Earned a few quid and carried on.
And then one thing, you again, everyone sees you as an out-and-out road racer, TT legend. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're definitely a one-time British champion on a 250. Have you got that bike?
Yeah, I got my Vimto 250 at home. Yeah, I got a bike. I did my first 130 on the old 7 bike. So yeah, I've got about 75 bikes now. Yeah, so it's just not that I ever wanted 75 bikes. It just sort of.
Is it fair to say we could
happened,
see
you know?
people pulling up into your driveway to pay 20 quid to walk around your museum? Is that something you picture? Is it? Do you see it
I
going
don't
public?
know. Maybe I'd love.
You like the
people to
idea
see
of the
it.
20 quids, don't you?
I don't like the idea of people coming to my house, but I like people to see the bikes. Yeah. They should be seen, you know. Definitely should be out there for people to see because there's some interesting stuff there. So, all right, mate.
Sorry about that, mate. Sorry.
Good job, look. It's a good job, that.
Yeah, he did great.
Yeah, look at that. Maybe get these guys just to do the little final touches.
You got to jump after racing.
Good luck rest of the week, mate. Stay safe, and I would love nothing more than to see you on that podium or top 5.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Again, as the barber.
Got a bit of a sunroof here, lad.
Have you ever seen people who go to Turkey? Oh yeah. Go to Turkey for a hair transplant? we need something.
Yeah, I need to go to Turkey. Yeah.
Keep still, man. It's all wispy. Well.